This is my success story here. All of my kids are doing something positive, and my baby's going away for college. He's gonna make his mommy proud. I love him. When I first came to Chicago House, to be honest, I was a total wreck. And within the 6 years that I've been here, I mean, I've done so much. I've obtained so much. They also helped me with my children. That's how they, as out there being the successful people that there are today. With the help of Chicago, a lot have stayed out there. Ain't no telling where we might be. So they really might have saved our lives in a sense.
25 years ago, Chicago House was founded by 5 members of the gay community who were tired of seeing their friends and partners die without a sense of hope or dignity. We were founded by the gay community, and today over 70% of our clients are still LGBT. But from the start, we've embraced the full spectrum of those who are affected by HIV and AIDS. When we opened our first residential building, our clients ranged from straight women to gay men, and that tradition continues. This video focuses on 2 of the 50-plus children who call Chicago House home. Young or old, gay or straight, male or female, Chicago House has been there from the start and will be here until the cure. Today we provide housing for about 200 adults and 50 children that are formerly homeless that are affected by HIV and AIDS.
When I was growing up, we lived in shelters, probably, I want to say about probably over 20 shelters, and it was just like, I don't know, it was just hard, for us, like me and my brothers and sisters, to watch my mom struggle. I mean, it can take a toll on kids.
We've been to some where you didn't have a bed, you had a cot on the floor, and you'd have to hurry to get those cots, because if they ran out of cots, you were sleeping on the floor with or without a blanket.
I think Chicago House is a unique opportunity to feel comfortable and safe and well cared for and inspired despite having HIV.
They are supporting every person that wants to try and be something, that has the illness and want to do things with it, and not let this illness set them back, let them know that it can be overcome. And without their support, I mean, where would we be, on the street? So they're really helping us in a way that they probably would never understand.
The CDC just released a study that showed the real connection with HIV and AIDS is poverty. If you're unstably housed, you're 16 times more likely to have HIV than if you're in proper housing. So, the number of homeless people who have HIV, the number of very low-income people who have HIV continues to grow.
Our families, they all come from a homeless background, so getting them stabilized in housing is the first step. And then the next step was to really focus on the next generation, giving them the support they needed to be successful, and therefore breaking the chain of poverty, which is what we wanted to do.
Cynthia King is a pretty remarkable woman. No matter how messy things got, she was always a good mother. Tony and Lonnie came to us with the family intact. They were years behind in school from their experiences of being moved from place to place, of having chronically ill parents, and Andrea started working with them, personally giving them the encouragement that they needed to begin to believe in themselves so that they could actually go forward.
When I first entered Chicago House, I knew I wanted to be something great. I just didn't know what it was.
I think Tony was naturally born with a sense of responsibility, but I will say I think Chicago House has impacted him in ways of gaining an understanding that, life is bigger than what he experienced.
Honestly, I don't know if I would have got to be half as intelligent I am now if I would have not walked through Andrea's doors and into her arms.
Thank you. Lonnie ate, lived, and breathed basketball. There was nothing else. Never showed up here without a basketball in his hand, played basketball through high school. It was all about ball. And I tell you, he put a little bait and switch on me. He grew up, he turned the corner, and he wanted to choose a school to focus on his academics.
I came to Chicago House when I was thinking like 7th grade. I was like, before that, I was always in trouble, always fighting, and yeah, suspended from school. I mean, you can't really focus on anything, if you're living on the streets. When I came to Chicago House, it's like a different thing, it just changed me.
Our young kids who are with us have very few, if any, male role models. And so all summer long, Tony and Lonnie have been helping us with our summer camp, and they represent a future not only for themselves, but for the rest of our kids.
These kids have potential to impact the world in so many different ways that would have never been possible without an organization here. This organization, is the best. I just hope to one day to be sitting in a chair, watching the video, waiting to pour money out of my bank account into the program, because that's what I want to do.
One place that is the future of Chicago House is Sweet Misgivings Bakery. It's a whole different way that by just simply buying a product from us, you're contributing to the success of lives. Sweet Misgivings is our chance for us to gain our own independence. It's our own funding stream, In addition to providing transitional jobs, it's a chance for us to be able to have some say and not be at the whim of somebody else about our future. We're committed to remaining in the fight. We've not cut a program or a service to make sure that our residents' health and the mission of Chicago House remain strong.
You can't treat one aspect of a human being, and that's what support services are all about. People have whole lives, and unless you look at that and help address those issues, how far are you going to get?
I'm so proud of myself. I'm even prouder than my kids, because they're really showing me up. They really make me want to do more. As long as I see them doing, then I know anything can be obtained.
I mean, if it wasn't for them, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably be in jail. And I was just horrible before Chicago House. I wouldn't even want to be around myself.
I don't know what would have happened to me. Probably my family. If we didn't have a place like Chicago House, not a place like Chicago House in our life, I don't think I'd be here. I don't think I would have finished high school. I don't think I'd be close to finish college. I don't know what I'd be doing. I don't even know if I'd still be alive living in neighborhoods like that. This place, I can say, pretty much saved our lives.